Escalating trade tensions, Trump announces 100% tariffs on Chinese goods. In a move that signals a sharp escalation in U.S.-China trade relations, President Donald Trump has announced plans to impose 100% tariffs on all imports from China, exceeding existing duties and reigniting concerns over global economic stability. Magnifying glass tilted left background and rationale. The announcement, made via Trump's Truth Social account, comes in response to what he described as China's aggressive trade policies. According to the statement, Beijing intends to implement sweeping export controls starting November 1, 2025, targeting nearly all domestically produced goods. Trump framed this as a strategic threat, asserting that China is holding the world hostage through its control over critical supply chains. Package tariff details and scope. The proposed tariffs would be layered atop existing duties, effectively doubling the cost of Chinese imports. This includes a base 100% tariff on all Chinese goods, additional levies on critical sectors such as electronics and rare earth metals, export controls on U.S. software deemed strategically vital, also effective November 1. These measures follow a series of tit-for-tat tariff hikes earlier in 2025, where both nations raised duties to historic levels, U.S. tariffs reaching 145% and China responding with 125% on American goods. Compass strategic implications. Trump's announcement coincides with the collapse of planned negotiations with Chinese President Xi Jinping at the APEC summit in South Korea. The breakdown marks a significant shift after 6 months of relatively stable diplomatic engagement between Washington and Beijing. Experts warn that the move could destabilize global markets and disrupt supply chains. Vasily Kashin, director at the Center for European and International Studies at HSE University, noted that despite the rhetoric, both countries remain economically interdependent. China relies on U.S. electronics, while the U.S. depends on Chinese rare